Why criticize anyone or anything? What, in your opinion, makes something worthy of criticism? The LDS Church, in my opinion, actively causes harm. The church actively caused harm in my own life, and don't get me wrong, they still have a lot they need to improve on, but thanks to the work of people who criticize the church is actually better now than it was in the past. Did you know that the church actually had a rule that women were not allowed to give opening and closing prayers in church meetings because it was reserved for only priesthood holders? They received a lot of criticism for that, and eventually women were allowed to say the opening and closing prayers. It wasn't until 2013 that the church actually invited a woman to say the prayer during General Conference. What's more well known is that the church would not allow Black people to hold the priesthood or enter their temples until 1978. And of course, the prophet at the time said, God changed his mind. Black people can go in the temple now. But we all know that was changed because of the heavy amount of criticism the church was taking. For a long time, the church has allowed bishops, who are old men, to have one-on-one interviews behind closed doors with children asking them sexually explicit questions. And only very recently have they started to change the guidelines around that to allow the parents to be in the room with the child because of heavy criticism that they received for that. The church is the church it is today because of criticism they have received. If you're glad that parents can now enter the interview room to be with their child and protect them, if you're glad that Black people can hold the priesthood, and if you're glad that women are allowed to say the prayer, thank somebody who criticized the church.